OK, so politics often shows us the worst of human nature, as it did in that case. We need sport to show us the better angels. I've got 3 uplifting examples for you tonight. I happened to be in Sydney 20 years ago today. It was the eve of the Olympics, and the following night, 20 years ago tomorrow, I was lucky enough to be at the opening ceremony of the Olympics, only 10 or 20 metres away from where Cathy Freeman lit that Olympic flame. I still remember how wonderful it was for her to do that, but I also remember that extra pressure, the worry about the extra pressure. She'd never won an Olympic gold medal. We all hoped she would in those games, but wow, lighting the flame at the start of the games, it just increased those weight of expectations on her to win gold in her event. I don't think any Australian sports person has ever been under so much pressure. But as you know, she coped with it. She won. And as one ABC commentator summed it up in a documentary last night, Cathy Freeman didn't just win gold, she gave the nation a gift. Here's some of that doco.
And I know exactly what I need to do. I know how to do this. I can do this in my sleep. I can win this. I will win this. Who's going to stop me? I go, and I go. I actually feel like someone has put me on a cloud and I can't even touch the ground. I don't even feel my feet touch the ground. This is a feeling I've never experienced before.
It was a gift indeed, Cathy Freeman's gift to the nation. It was a great doco. You can see it on iView still, I think. So that's number 1 when it comes to lifting our spirits. Cathy Freeman, 20 years ago, the uplifting, unifying power of sport. 2 more examples, though, just this weekend. Let's start with my great team, the Adelaide Crows. No wins for a year, but now they've got 3 on the trot. But a Crows champion retired on the weekend. Bryce Gibbs played most of his career with Carlton in Melbourne before returning to his hometown and playing for Adelaide these past few seasons. And in a nice touch, he got to play his farewell game against Carlton yesterday. The mighty Crows won, but who cheered Gibbs off the ground as both teams lined up to honour him? It was Carlton legends Cade Simpson and Mark Murphy. In a ruthlessly competitive game, the friendships and the respect are what matter at moments like that. Really a nice touch. Great sportsmanship from Carlton there. But the NRL wasn't outdone either, a brutal sport where there's a big focus on head injuries. Look what happens in this game when Penrith's Api Coruscant takes a heavy knock. As play moves on, it's one of his Parramatta opponents, Ryan Matterson, who realises he's in strife. The Eels player physically supports his Panthers opponent and calls to the bench for medical help. Sensible, caring stuff in the middle of a bruising contest. So there you go. We often hear the bad examples that are set in sport. There's plenty of good stuff around too.